How often do you find yourself frustrated because you can't penetrate a particular organization that you want to penetrate, or make contact with a particular center of influence that you know can transform your business? And if they just knew that how you could help them, how you could be a great resource for them in terms of what you do, or a great resource for them in terms of resources that you have independent of your business or referrals that you could give them, how often do you find yourself frustrated like that? I bet if you are really trying to find people who are above you, who can reach down and pull you up, I bet it's a lot. But it's not uncommon and it's not unnatural. You see, the people that we want to build the relationships with are the people that are the most difficult to get to. There's a lot of competition for their attention. This is where the statistics come into play. 80% of all business development success occurs after the fifth contact. If only 10% make the fifth contact, it doesn't mean 10% make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? This is where you separate yourself from the competition. You can't get discouraged. You've got to somehow find a way to stay enthusiastic about the process. That's why Beyond Box Letters is so important. Think about Bruce Springsteen. How many times has he played the song Born to Run? And yet every time he gets on stage, he figures out a way to play it as if it's the first time he's ever played it. Because he feels he owes that to his audience. You know, I have a client that I'm developing a relationship with. I've been trying to get to them for 3 years now. And not only that, the contact into the company is one of their best people. And yet can't penetrate. But I stay in touch and I stay in touch and stay in touch. And suddenly out of the blue, I get an email. And the email is, hey, somebody on my team, I'm looking to hire a coach for him. Would you be available to talk? You come highly recommended by so-and-so. I mean, 3 years I've been trying to get in there. I never gave up because I knew what a great opportunity it was. I knew what an amazing organization it was. I knew how much they love their brokers, how much they invest in their brokers. And so what I did was I just played the long game. I'm not saying it's always going to work out like that. The truth of the matter is, if I have to look at my scorecard, it's probably worked out a lot less than it's worked out. But man, the ones that work out, first of all, it is super gratifying. And number two is, it dwarfs all the effort put in compared to all the ones that didn't work out. So understand that the people that we're going after, there's a lot of people competing for their attention. Make sure that you just don't give up because you haven't had success after the fifth or sixth or seventh time. I'll tell you one other story. I have a great client, went through this program, great pal of mine, right? I kept track 26 times, emails, phone calls, guilt emails, whatever the case may be, to maintain contact with him. And then you know what? He called me up. Hey, so I haven't been in touch. You've been super busy. What am I going to say? First of all, he's my friend. Number two is he's presenting me with an opportunity. He's like, let's get this thing going. Turns out to be a fantastic contact to help me get this program off the ground. You see, so you never know how it's going to be, but what you have to do is realize the better the people are that you're going after, the harder it is to make contact with them. You got to play the long game, and the payoff is going to dwarf the effort in the end if you're choosing the right people. Okay? See you in the next tip, which is tip number 36, the final tip for the box system.